The Stars Uncut, the Radio Disney Now podcast.
With KSM.
Katie, Kate, Shelby, Shay, and Sophia. So, guys, do you remember where you all were the first time you heard your song on the radio?
Katie and I were in the car, and we were talking about camping, and then all of a sudden, I hear, dun, 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 and I screamed.
And we turned it up really loud and blasted it as we were going down the highway, rolled down the windows, let everybody know.
My mom was, raising the roof.
What about you guys? Kate, Sophia, where were you?
I was actually coming back from grocery shopping, and I turned on the radio, and it was like halfway through the song, but it was still just as exciting as if it had started from the beginning.
Kate, where were you? Do you remember?
I was riding with my friends. We were going somewhere to see a show, and my mom called and was like, "Your guys' song is on the radio." So I got to crank it with my friends, and it was super legit.
That's awesome. Shay?
I think I was just at my house, I was cleaning out some drawers or something, and we had Radio Disney on in the background, and I was like, wait, is that our song? And I looked at my mom, we both stopped in our conversation, we ran out to the living room, we're like, oh my gosh, it's our song.
Radio Disney Now podcast Uncut with KSM.
Now, a lot of people don't know this either, but you guys all play your own instruments, basically, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So who plays what? Kate plays?
I play drums.
Sophia?
I play bass.
Uh-huh.
I'm
You're the singer.
I'm the singer.
And I'm Shelby.
And my name is Shelby.
And
I actually play a little guitar now, too. And maybe some tambourine, if you're lucky.
I'm Shay, and I play lead guitar.
I'm Katie, and I play rhythm guitar.
Awesome. Now, how long did it take you guys, I guess not collectively, but to learn how to play your own instruments?
I started playing guitar when I was about 13, and 3.5 months later, I joined this band. So I guess it kind of took me. I'm still learning. I think you can always grow as a musician. So I don't think there's ever a point where you reach you're better than anything, So I'm still learning. But to get semi sorta kind of maybe good at it took me about 6 months.
Radio Disney Now podcast Uncut with KSM.
If you were teaching somebody how to play, what was the first guitar lesson that you would give them? The first thing that they need to know. Well, first, I guess the guitar has to be in tune.
Yes.
Yes.
Which this one sounds like it is.
Okay.
The chord sheet that I used to have was a simple chord progression that went like this. You literally just...
Everybody get up for Katie! Woo!
Yeah!
Rocking out!
Wow,
okay.
thanks, guys. And it doesn't have to sound good together. It just has to get you used to switching back and forth with your fingers with your left hand, unless you're a left-handed guitar player, which means it would be your right hand up at the top of the fretboard. Just switching them around and getting used to being able to switch fast.
Right.
Because you're going to need to know that in songs.
Yeah, I would say, let me try, but I don't want to mess up your nice, pretty guitar.
I mean, if you want to.
No, because I don't want to be responsible.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Are you positive?
Unless you trust me.
I trust you.
You trust me?
Yes, I do. But Terry's going to hand it to you because I don't trust myself to throw it over the table right there.
Okay, so let's see this.
Here.
This is the first time that I've ever played guitar on the air, so you're going to see what kind of skills I have. So, hold it like this.
Yes.
And where do I put my fingers?
Anywhere you want.
Anywhere I want. So, I'll do Shay's point, index, and ring like that.
Try it and see if it sounds good. Here, sitting down is probably easier, yeah.
Do you know what's really hard that I didn't notice? Is it's really hard to get your fingers situated.
That's why you should practice switching and getting them positioned.
Okay, are you ready?
Right.
Everybody
Let's see how this
listening?
sounds.
Hold your breath. Here we go.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Radio Disney Now podcast Uncut with KSM.
Now, do you guys remember the first time that you performed individually? I mean, how old were you? Do you remember?
Well, one of the first times I performed was in first grade in The Wizard of Oz.
Really?
I played Miss Gulch.
Never heard of her before.
She's the one on the bike at the beginning. She turns into the witch.
Okay,
I was the witch. I was originally an Oz person, and then they bumped up my part to Miss Gulch. I don't know. I guess they thought I was really mean or something.
You needed a name.
I don't know.
Anybody else? How old were you when you first started performing, Kate?
I was probably around 8. And I used to play violin and mandolin, so I'd enter fiddling competitions, I'd be
Really?
up there fiddling, fiddling away.
Can you still play?
I could still play mandolin, violin, not so much. I've kind of let it go,
Okay.
I gotta pick that back up.
What about you, Sophia?
I used to be in plays and stuff, but the first time I performed by myself, I think I was about 12, and this boy had just broken my heart.
Oh.
And I wrote a song about it in front of the whole school. I played it.
What was the name of the song?
It was called You Dumped Me.
Shay?
I think it was about 12. We used to do concerts about every 6 months. So I had just been playing for about 3 months, and I played Fat Lip in front
That's
of
an
about
awesome song.
300 people. So yeah, it was awesome.
That's wicked. Katie?
I used to do a lot of plays at my church. So I was in David and Goliath, and I cannot remember the name of my character. It's been so long. I was about 8 or 9. And then I did a recital with my friend Nicole at school. We danced and sang Kelly Clarkson.
The Stars, Off the Hook, totally uncut now. Radio Disney Now podcast, only on RadioDisney.com.